Let's talk about how to build a strong employer brand to supersize and grow your business. Now, I love this strategy because it's one that people don't generally consciously go out and create for their business. People have a brand, but they don't necessarily have an employer brand, meaning they're going out and they're purposefully creating the impression they want qualified candidates, other people, other stakeholders to have about their organization. Why would you want to do that? Well, it allows you to recruit, hire, train, and have the best talent possible for your business, for your company, for your organization. I'm going to share 8 tips on how to do this and what things are important. And then I'll give a couple of examples of people that I think do an incredible job of this. First, we need to define our employer value proposition. What's in it for people to be a part of our organization? What do we do really, really well? What are we known for? What do we want to be known for when it comes to the people that help us to build our business? What do we want them to know, and how do we want them to feel about working in our organization? Because guess what? How we treat our people is how they treat our customers. And we want to make sure everybody's treating everybody the way they want to be treated, in a positive way, so that our company can grow and build and supersize. Secondly, we want to foster a positive company culture and a positive work environment. I will say that I have left organizations more because the culture stunk and was terrible and didn't fit with my core values than for any other reason. Third, we want to invest in employee development. The best investment you ever make, bar none, is to invest in yourself. Your second best investment is to invest in the people that are helping you to build and grow and supersize your business. Investing in your employees' development. And the biggest fear I hear from managers and leaders and CEOs and founders is, well, if I invest and train and develop them, they're going to go out and become my competition. Probably not, right? Absolutely, positively not. Especially if you do these other things to make working with your organization meet their needs in ways that taking the risk of going out and starting their own thing won't necessarily provide for them. Fourth, we want to prioritize work-life balance. Now, keep in mind, work-life balance is different for each and every one of us. As owners and CEOs and entrepreneurs, we have a totally different mindset and perspective and work-life balance idea than most of the people that work in our organization, right? So what we want to do is have conversations about and find out, what is work-life balance and what does it mean, and how can we make sure that it happens for the people in our organization? Now, work-life balance isn't meaning that people shirk their duties, don't do their job, aren't being responsible, etc. So you have to make sure you clearly define expectations up front. But that begins by understanding, and when we do that when we hire, right? We hire people that have the core values that match our organization, and then work-life balance usually doesn't end up being a big challenge. Number 5, we want to communicate our employer brand, not just our product brand or our service brand or our business brand, but our employer brand as being a great place to work. And you define what a great place to work is based on what the people you need and want in your organization would like and desire. But you communicate that across all platforms. You communicate it in anytime you're doing any recruiting, any promotional material and things you do, etc. You want to make sure that that word is getting out there, that you are a great place to work. Nowadays, there's magazine articles, the top 100 companies to work for in each different industry and field, as well as overall. Not saying we want to be on those lists necessarily, but you can look at the criteria that they look at and make sure that you're incorporating those things into your employer branding plans. 6, we want to provide a positive candidate experience. If people are coming to you because you're trying to hire a key position or any position in your company, you want to make sure that the potential employees, the candidates, are having a great positive experience with your organization. That means doing what you say you're going to do. It means if you say, hey, I'm going to get back to you, I've got 5 other candidates to talk to, I'll get back to you within a week. Make sure that you at least text, or nowadays there's no excuse for not communicating because there's text. You can set up an automated bot, a chat bot, to let the people that don't get selected know that you filled the position. But don't leave people hanging, because that does not leave a good experience, a good employer brand experience with potential candidates. And guess what? If they get overlooked, if you let them know that you found better fit for the job, they're going to not take it personally. But if you make it personal, they're going to go out of their way to make sure that they personally badmouth your company. And you don't want that to happen because that would undermine your employer brand. 7, we want to encourage employee advocacy, meaning we want to encourage people to help one another, to communicate with one another, to help improve one another, to give positive feedback as well as tough feedback. That's why I believe in 360 feedback, which is where instead of doing the traditional, the boss just gives the feedback to the person for their performance review every year. The person selects a handful of people, or I usually cut it off at a dozen, because if I have to collate and do that performance review, if I have more than a dozen people answering a survey, it gets to be too much and too convoluted. So I usually let them have 5 to 6 people max when we're doing 360 feedback, and they pick the people they want to give them feedback. And of course, their boss gives them feedback, whether they want them to or not, because the boss is one of those people. And that way you're getting a broad perspective of how your behavior influences different people in the organization. And then finally, as usual, my final step is always monitor, adapt, continuously improve. Continuous improvement, continuous improvement, continuous improvement. Because what works today for your employer brand might be totally off the mark and ineffective in 6 months or a year from now. So you want to monitor and make sure that it's creating the results that you want for your business and for your brand. All right, love to know if you've done this. I know I'm going to give an example of one of my friends on social media and in ClickFunnels as well. Damon Burton is an incredible example of, he's got an entirely remote workforce, and SEO National is his firm. And he is one of my favorite examples of people that are creating an employer brand without even trying to create an employer brand, because his people advocate for his brand. All right, that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, share examples of and ideas for how you can use your employer brand to supersize and grow your business, or how you have. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.